What is good? I'm going to be doing a trade recap for, the trade I took tonight and the one I took last night. Last night was insanely simple. How do I go back? Oh, here we go. So last night we left this daily gap on the Monday close. I set a limit at the daily gap and a stop loss for when I get filled. This was my limit order at this daily gap. I had my stop loss at this, you could say, 10 a.m. open low, high close from Friday morning. Pretty wide stop, and my main target was these like relative equal highs at London. And my limit actually did end up getting filled like relatively fast after market open, like 2 hours into it. And I don't normally I like never set limits like ever, but this was just like, if you go to the 4 hour time frame, we've been so fucking bullish, it's insane. And this is at that equilibrium, you could say, of this range. That's why I was willing to take this. And inside the daily gap, I just expected us to react off of it and target higher. So we end up filling my limit. I did end up, so right here we made this, you could say, lower high, or sorry, higher low, from this Friday low. I ended up moving my stop loss to this low, and I kind of just took partials as we went. I took one partial at this high right here, and then I took like most off, I think around here, and then I left one runner, and I ended up trailing my stop to like, I believe this 5-minute low right here. And then eventually I end up getting stopped out in profit. And yeah, so that made me around like, I think 700, or no, I think like 1,000 or something. I don't know, it's on my Instagram story. But yeah, and then fast forward to tonight, I technically took 2 trades, but if you go to the hourly time frame, I'll go to market open here during Asia. So this is how Asia was looking. So you go to on the 4 hour time frame, I was looking to get into another swing position, and I'm not going to anymore. I kind of pussied out of it because I took like an early entry, and then I decided I was just not gonna stick with it, and then got out of it in profit, like $70, whatever. I'd be in profit a lot more right now if I would have stayed in it, but it is what it is. I didn't absolutely love it. That's why I got out of it. So we're holding this 4 hour intermediate low, off market open, or market close to market open, you could say. I got on around 7-ish p.m. We ended up putting in this higher low right here, and then from there we had this hourly above. That's why I was kind of sketched out. I posted on my story, if I wanted to get in longs realistically without getting ahead of myself, I want to see this hourly gap get inversed, probably have this wider stop, and then for long position get in towards these London highs that I wanted yesterday, and as well as this like weekly high from last week, I believe. But I can go to my executions actually. Oh, it's because I'm in replay mode. It won't let me show you. I'll show it after, whatever. But the trade I actually did end up taking tonight, which I'll go back even more, was this right here. So we had these equal highs on NQ. Flip to the 5-minute time frame. We made a 5-minute gap right here. We ended up coming into this 5-minute gap. Like I said, I was bullish. We are just trending up. We're making higher lows and higher highs. So, marked out that 5-minute gap. Looking for a continuation out of this 5-minute. Right here, we get a nice manipulation leg down to the 5-minute. And we got our inverse right here on this candle. I did get in a little bit lower. I got in like right here on my live account. I got a better fill. Sometimes you get better fills. And especially during Asia, it really depends. And my other target I got in with 2 minis. My second target was the consequent encroachment of this 1 hour. Kind of a higher RR trade, you could say. But I end up taking 1 mini right there, and then I trailed my second one to, I believe it was this candle low, I want to say, right here. So, got out for a little over a 1-to-1 overall, but yeah, I'll get out of replay mode here so you can see. Order. So yeah, this was my one entry. This was my one on NASDAQ. I got on with 2 minis at 664.25. Yeah, so I got in about right there. Stop was right here. First mini off at 680, right at this Asia high. Second one, 674.50. Yeah, so it wasn't this candle low. I ended up getting filled like right here. So yeah, that was that. And then I'll go to my one on MNQ. I believe I risked 3. Oh yeah, then here I didn't even mean to get in. Oh wait, yeah. No, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I went in with 7. No, I went in with 7. 7 micros. Stopped the swing. Ended up getting out. You can see above where I got in. So 672. Got out at. Wait, what? $663 average fill. So yeah, I'll pull up. Actually, I can just show you right here. Actually, yeah, this was the P&L from today, and then it's gonna log me out when I go on my app, I bet. And I have been getting into some like higher time frame, you could say swing trades, but I don't love doing it. Like tonight, like this one I was looking at, we still haven't closed on the 1 hour, and I'm not gonna stay up all night to wait for it because I already took my trade for the day. But yeah, so this is the one from today. I don't know if you can see it. And then overall weekly, go to report. Yeah, so 1,099 after fees. And then I don't know where I can go to where it says like live account. I honestly don't know. I seriously don't. But yeah, fund your account, whatever. It's a live account, so I don't give a shit if you don't believe me. But yeah, Loki, didn't want to make this recap because I forgot to last night, so I had to do 2 in 1. But yeah,